Do what? Do what? He grew up with blacks. His mind was a mess. Poor little Jew boy thought he was a coon after dancing.
Try and get the mood. We put some porno on the tube. Hey, everybody, how are ya?
Whatever. Don't matter to me. Lady Di. Oh, God. Lady Di. Hello? She's gone. How are ya? Oh, no. Who gave her this line? How are ya? Lady Di.
How are ya?
Oh, shut up. She can't even do it right.
How are ya?
Hey, you drunk? How you doing?
Hey.
Stuttering John from Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood. Do you know that the Hollywood sign used to have a different name? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what it was? Hollywoodland. It was all an advertisement, but it stuck. Scouted. This fucking guy. I gave him fucking 2 hours notice. Joe, you want to come on? I'm supposed to have fucking Dave on. Dave had to go to work. All right, I'll bring Joey on. And he can't get it together. Fucking. You're useless. It's Flash Hack Friday. That's correct, folks. You heard it. Flash Hack Friday. I must say, where am I? Uh-oh, I'm gone. There I am. Hold on. Where? That looks pretty good, right? All right. Flash Hack Friday! What the dues payer does. Only it was a stolen bit from Carl Hamburglar, who, by the way, stole it from Opie and Anthony, who, by the way, stole it from Howard Stern. So let's not make any mistake here. The only person original out of this whole bunch is me.
It was funny. I got to say, it was fucking hilarious. Like the first time I saw it.
Are you kidding me? It's every Thursday I'm doing that. Every Thursday it's going to be Why Do They Podcast Thursday.
Why do they? Oh yeah, never mind. I don't want to do the same case.
Why do they podcast? WDTP.
I'm sorry. I get a kick out of it.
Oh, no. Hasn't got old for me yet, so I'm good.
And there's not one redeeming quality about Pocky. Now, I don't know if the Clearasil and the alcohol has gone to his head, but I'll tell you right now, he was on his show. I was watching some. I can't stomach him with that stupid T-shirt, and then he wears the short sleeve collared shirt, and then he has that one Budweiser bottle that he barely drinks from. It's like a fucking prop. He don't even drink it. It's like it was like. I mean, he can't even drink in a fucking proper manner. Here's to you, Kevin Brennan. Is fucking talking and saying that Trump is innocent. This is a witch hunt. And it's obviously the government is against him. And they're trying to do this so he doesn't get elected again. And I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck? Drug?
Okay.
Hawk-faced, fucking ice pick face talking about. I mean, Jesus. I mean, what? This is a witch hunt against a guy that has more criminal indictments than any other president in our history. I mean, and then he goes, Oh, and
It's a witch hunt this time. Was it a witch hunt last time?
You know what? I should just. Yeah, I'll just play. Because it's too much to fucking. Here, let me see if I can find it. I'll go to my history here. I don't know if I have it on this one, but let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's Pocky. Here, let me get this thing. The fucking ads. Hold on. All right, we'll get to Pocky. All right. First, I
think his only redeeming quality is there was a moment in time where he was very funny. There was a moment in time when him and Opie were killing it and they were hilarious, and he had other comedians on, and he does good impressions. I think that's all anybody could say. Aside from that, and like I told you, personally, I can't stomach the cat with all the stuff that, with all the stuff we've talking about. I personally can't do it. Like literally, I'm a gun guy. I want to like Cumia, but when it's all said and done, I can't.
Well, there's the Pac man. There's Pocky. Oh, look at Pocky clutching that one Budweiser beer bottle. It's like he has one Budweiser that he holds on for dear life. So, let's watch Pocky's defense of the dotard himself.
Will get you. You will pay. It's what they're doing to Trump now is kind of proving that if you somehow snuck behind the velvet ropes of Studio 54 DC version, they will get you. You will pay. It's not just that you got in and got out and affected the country. Donald Trump appointed Supreme Court judges, and that goes way further than anything a president can do during his tenure in office.
Hold on.
They have slapped so many indictments on this guy. They've buried him in indictments.
Now, hey, Pocky, you know why they buried him in indictments? You know why? Because he's fucking guilty. Are you out of your fucking brain, you fucking loser? Yes, he's guilty. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Holy shit. How fucking delusional is this guy?
He's a victim, man. He's a constant victim, this guy.
Oh, and look at him clutching that beer. He still hasn't taken a sip of it.
He said in 2015, they said they were going to do whatever it takes so that Donald Trump will not get elected in 2016.
Okay,
and they thought they had it. They thought Hillary
Donald
was
Trump's
a
the victim.
When he won,
or Trump.
They did everything in their power to get him out of office. The impeachments, the investigations, the everything.
Multiple impeachments.
And then when he got out of office, he questioned the validity of the election, and they doubled down going after him.
He questioned the validity
to make sure you don't get
election.
the fuck back in. And now, with the 2024 election coming up,
yeah,
they are petrified that this guy might just have a chance of getting in again, and they will never, ever let that happen again.
We're all
against Trump.
Trump.
They've stated in public numerous times, numerous different people, that they will never allow that to happen again. And Donald Trump said to us for years, they will not let me get away with this.
Yeah, because
they
Donald
are
Trump
and
is full
will
of shit,
continue to come after me.
Donald Trump,
and even with that said,
dummy,
before any of this really started, people believe that this is a legitimate investigation.
Yes,
and that these are legitimate indictments.
Yes,
handed out to the leading candidate for the presidency of the United States.
They exactly are that.
I don't know how half the fucking country is buying into this.
I don't know how the half that you represent
you're
buying into your horseshit.
The very people that are indicting the guy. Like, oh, well, an investigation. Yeah, by the people that said they will not let him be president again. That's who made the indictment. You can't trust the indictment.
Really?
You can't trust anything.
Really?
And if you don't think that our government is capable
so Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, Republicans are against them?
Jailing
absolutely
political opponents, then you have not been paying attention over the course of the years. especially the
You're
past
right, Anthony.
decade.
We're all
You
we're
are
all,
not paying attention.
We're all
They
unaware that
are
everyone's trying to
capable. They
railroad
do it.
poor Donald Trump, the poor
Yes.
guy.
They're lying. They're in
Boo-hoo.
partnership with
Wah.
mainstream
They're trying
mass
to they're
media
trying to witch hunt Trump.
that
Wah.
affects
Man, that
people's
fucking felt
thought
good.
process, what they believe in. They believe in the institution of the news. So whatever they hear, but they don't realize the news is directly connected
Unless it's Fox
to the
News, right,
regime in
Anthony?
place right now.
Right, Ant?
So you're
Oh,
not
they're-
getting
They're
accurate
starting to abandon
information.
Fox too.
Oh!
The only thing
Fox
we
is
know
making
for
sense every
sure
once in a while.
Watch.
is that they said Donald Trump will never be president again. They will do whatever it takes.
Okay.
Donald Trump has said they will do whatever it takes to keep me out.
Yeah.
And they are doing just that. Those are the only facts. And you have to give credence to that.
Real.
And that, perhaps this isn't all on the up and up.
Okay.
If Patty was there, I would believe it because she's an honest, good person. But Patty wouldn't indict.
Oh, wait. I know who that
Donald
is.
thinks anyway.
Yes.
I know who that is. That's
You wouldn't
Stalker
indict
Patty.
Donald Trump, would you?
I thought every single president in history had copies of those papers and things they said he has.
Here you go.
This
They
is
all
a
Exactly.
sweet lady, but
So
she's
I
the
don't
kind of person who
understand what-
believes
Exactly.
It's
what-
there.
what-
Exactly. Hey, Anthony, it's not that he had the documents. He refused to give them back. He's the only one who refused to give them back, you dumb fuck.
He has a magnificent pose right there, though. He's kind of like,
Oh, and he still hasn't taken a sip of that beer. It's his prop. It's like Jackie the Jokeman, because he used to have the beer that he filled, a beer bottle he filled with water. Dick89, thanks for the $2. Stop doing politics, boring. I'll be off of it soon. This is not politics. This is the stupidity of Pocky. It has nothing to do with politics right now. This is just me pointing out the stupidity of the Pockman, of Anthony the Pockman,
Tupac.
of Tupac. Yeah.
So we came up with that at the same time, John. I'm telling you.
No, I came up with it a few days ago.
Oh, okay. I stole it from you then. God damn it.
Tupac-y for sure. Tupac-y. Blinky Jedi, thanks for $2. Trump is a wartime president. And I'll be done with this soon, I promise. But there's something else I just want to watch, Dave, that I want you to watch of this ridiculous rant from this ridiculous, despicable person with that stupid fucking collared shirt and the T-shirt. And look at this face. Oh, there's a face that only a mother can love. Look at that.
I've listened to Opie and A&F where she loved them, but there was some,
Here, look at this face. Look at this face. Oh, God! If you're, you know what? I should show that face and cut to John Belushi in Animal House when they put Flounder's picture up. Oh! That face.
We'll make that happen. We'll get that going.
Yeah, look at Dave. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my Lord!
There's so many people he looks like that it's giving me like a sense
Oh.
of overload. He's got a little bit of William Dafoe in the.
He is not aging well, although he was never a looker. But look at
I
that.
think to be fair, though, I will say that I think in the times I told you, I've gone back and listened to Opie and Anthony on YouTube, but I kind of have the whole story, and I think he knows he's ugly at least. I know that was a roundabout way to get.
How can you not know it?
He does. He does own a mirror, apparently, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, unless he doesn't have a mirror. I mean, how the fuck? Look at that face of hideousness. Oh my Lord.
Can you imagine that face biting your hand? Look, he's biting my hand. Stop biting my hand.
Yeah, he's Wolverine. Look at this guy.
He's Logan because that's Wolverine when he's like in his later years.
Oh no. Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, John.
Yeah, let's watch more.
Hey, John, real quick, just we have Gonzo Shitcock in the chat. I don't know if you guys are friendly or not, but that is the actual Gonzo Shitcock. So he's asking for a link, just in case, I
don't know how to get him a link. All right, hold on.
Donald Trump was being nice. He put those files in the bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. You
Oh, yeah. He's being nice.
ever run out of toilet paper?
Oh, this is boring. Hold on.
And not as a Trump fanatic. I don't know
Oh, yeah,
how
not
many
at all.
times, because when you discuss this stuff on social media, the answers you get back from people that believe this indictment and won't even listen to any reason about, look, hey, they've kind of said things that would lead me to believe that maybe this isn't on the up and up.
Kumia's innocent face.
Their argument is always, oh, so Trump could do no wrong. You don't think he's a criminal? You don't think this, that? Like, that is literally beyond the point.
Really?
You're missing the bigger point.
Oh, tell us,
Not-
Cumia.
Is
not
Trump
beyond the
guilty
point.
of these things?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
but
think so.
That's what
I
the
think from what
indictment's
we've
for,
seen,
Demi.
there is
What?
a valid explanation, and he went through the proper channels on January 6th of
Oh, really?
telling the people not to do certain
Oh,
things.
when did he do that?
He
4
was
hours
hoping
after?
that Pence wouldn't sign off on the election. He didn't threaten Mike Pence.
Oh, really?
He didn't pay
Oh.
off Mike.
Oh, what a fucking idiot.
You had to cut him off.
I just, I could only stomach so much of Tupac for sure. I mean,
Pence finally said some shit like the other day where he was basically like, anyone who's tries to usurp the Constitution doesn't deserve to be president. That's not a direct quote, but that's basically what he was saying. So that's a shot at Trump.
of course, but the Pocster is fucking really buying in to Donald Trump.
A real thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing. I know it seems like a joke, but
Out of California against Dianne Feinstein.
yeah, well, that's if she runs, because she'll be 85 at the
Right.
time, and who knows? But I think, look, whether you love Donald Trump or you don't, I think the people have spoken. I think they're against, this government club that we, I think people are a little bit more into not having the same politicians be out there. And I thought maybe this would be, like I have a transgender child. And I'd like to fight for the I always stutter on this, LGBTQ community. And also, I don't know why we're cutting down trees to make paper. I mean, here we are cutting down trees, displacing animals, when we could be making paper out of hemp.
And look at this. You're taking action. You're stepping forward. You're facing more fears, I'm sure. This is all
Well, I've always wanted to be in politics. I've always been on the sideline, like, screaming at the TV. And finally, I'm like, it's time to do something about it. And, when you think it's a joke, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
Gopher from the
That's
Love
right, Fred
Boat.
Grandy. He was absolutely. All right, here's what you need to do. You need to see John at Sanford's Comedy Club, and you can do that by calling 913-400-7500. First 10 callers will win 2 tickets to see this wonderful human being.
Didn't he tell you when Trump first, and I remember this, so I'm kind of asking a question I think I know the answer to, but didn't he tell you that he knew Trump was a dumb fuck when you guys talked about him being elected years ago, basically, right? He said to you, he knows he's a dumb fuck. He just was voting for him because he's kind of out of the political realm or whatever the case was. But I think I remember him saying to you literally that he knows Trump's a dumb fuck. I mean, he knows this.
It doesn't take a genius to know that Trump's a dumb fuck.
That is true.
I mean, come on, man. Jeez, I've hung out with Trump. Anthony, I fucking had dinner and lunch with Trump. He's a dumb fuck.
I remember when Trump called you guys when AJ Ben just gave you the sucker punch, and then Trump called in and told you to sue everybody. If that was the Trump we're dealing with now, that'd be great. But that's not the same guy, man. This guy's a fucking whack job. Personally, that's my opinion. Not that we're doing politics today, but
no. But now we're gonna get into Flash Hack fucking Friday.
that's what we're doing.
Yes, and I'm gonna give credit to where credit is due, and these guys actually are a respectable place to go for real Shuli stuff. See, now there's me, Dave, giving a shout out to the Hackverse, as you can see.
Yes.
Hackverse Anonymous. I want to give a quick shout out.
Shout out Hackverse.
Yep, it's way better than Shuli's Anonymous. And then here I'm going to go on there and give credit to the posters.
So
on
what?
Shuli's Anonymous. Can I finish my point, please?
Fine, go ahead.
If you know that I'm going to give them credit, this is Stuttering John, and then they go, let's see, this guy, he loves my Carl with the walrus teeth. Hey, Stuttering John, don't fall for Dennis. Phantom Dennis's bullshit. If I were you, I would ignore him. He's another one that wants internet fame. Also, that potato is bad news. He's a troll and a piece of garbage. Welcome here. Thanks for going after Shuli. The only guy who hasn't backed down, I made friends with him. Yeah, I don't make friends with the dues payer. There's the Phantom Dennis, because he's now I'm so happy they're all turning on the Phantom Dennis. I mean, it's great that he is now because now he's turned Shuli Anonymous away from him. Now
were they connected? I'm not sure. I don't go on Reddit, so I just don't know. I'm asking kind of out of ignorance, but were they connected like Hackverse and Shuliverse? Were they in any way connected, or was it like separate?
Hackverse is like.
I mean, I know that the general Hackverse is like those. I would assume Hackverse would be the Hackpack universe, is my assumption.
Well, here is the best. This is the dues payer. Can you see this? Oh no, I haven't shared it yet, dude. Fucking, you gotta tell me, Dave.
Well, I thought you were just about to do.
People call out Shuli for playing Reddit clips and not giving the posters credit. Speaking of posters, Shuli, we're on it. So Shuli plays clips that other people provide him, and he doesn't give them credit.
Yeah, okay, I got you now.
Okay.
I was supposed to be seeing that. I'll ask you.
Yeah, come on, you're my co-pilot here.
I got a hangover, John. I'm shaking it off. My apologies.
All right,
I'm in.
Watch the dues payer beg for fucking YouTube memberships.
Because he has to focus on the arcade. But anyway, getting back to my point, I was saying, can you do this at least once a week with me?
You know, I don't like commitments. I got to be honest with you. I don't even commit to my own. I don't even commit to my own podcast once a week.
I'm spanking you, baby. I'm spanking you, baby.
All right. This is embarrassing.
Do these guys all have on the filter that enhances their looks on their StreamYard? I think they all do. That's funny.
Well, I don't know, but they still look like shit. Daiquiri Factory, Cocaine Raps Volume 2. Thanks for the 99 cents. Really lame day in Super Chats, but hey, I don't care. I do this out of the love and hatred for the dues payer. So here we go. Here is the dues payer begging for memberships.
Listen, Friday, a lot of yous want to gift some membership. Awesome. If you're not a member and you'd like to be one, thanks to the generosity of these people here in the community, then all you got to do is go in your settings, turn on accept gifted memberships, and you just might get one. And if you don't want to wait on somebody else to do it for you the rest of your goddamn life, you can fucking be a man.
Stand up for yourself.
And fucking get a membership.
Silent Mike. Silent Mike. Stand up for yourself. Silent Mike. Oh, you're such a
Friday.
Oh, Silent Mike. Stand up for yourself.
On a side. Well, I was talking about
this is even better now. So here's the dues payer accusing Patrick Melton, which is Fatty Patty, of stealing bits from the dues payer. Now,
I can't see it, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. But
Okay.
Dave, this is the dues payer is accusing Patrick Melton of stealing fucking bits. All right? What a fucking hypocrite.
It's like when Chappelle stole that joke from Bob, remember? That was rough.
Wait, no. That was Carlos Mencia, right?
No. So there's a Chappelle episode where, and it's funny because Chappelle is, that show he wrote was with Kevin Brandon's brother Neil, so it may have been his brother involved. But anyway, Bob said he wrote the joke. The punchline is, "I beat my dick like it owes me money." That's the punchline. Bob said he wrote that joke.
Bullshit. That's the oldest joke in a business.
Well, if you see, that's one of the things that I think would cause you and Bob to have another bit of contention, because Bob believes he wrote that joke, and he literally said that Chappelle stole the joke. So there was an episode of Stern where Chappelle was on, and Artie said, "Man, I told Bob not to call in because Bob's going to call in." And sure enough, Bob called in and said, "Hey, Chappelle, you stole my joke." And Chappelle literally is like, "What joke?" And he kind of mentions the joke, and Chappelle goes, "Well, then you're a hack." Like he literally, we'll pull the clip because it's literally out there. It's Chappelle's like, "Well, then you're a hack." Like if this is your joke and you think we stole it, then you're a hack. And I was just like, and you know, I told you I found Bob in different times and different things funny here and there, but that was hilarious. And Bob literally had this reaction like, these men stole my creative work and I will not stand for them stealing my
That joke
work.
has been going around since I was fucking 5 years old.
You know who told him that? One Arthur Lang told him this. Artie Lang said, Bob, you look bad. I don't think you wrote that joke. And literally Bob was like, you know, it was one of those times when him and Bob weren't friends because Bob's like, fuck him. If he doesn't believe that I wrote this joke and he can't. And Artie's like, look, man, it's not that I'm trying to be mean. I just don't think you wrote that joke. And it's exactly what you said. Like, I've heard that joke 1,000 times, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So it was very funny. It was a big deal for a while.
All right, here's the hacky. Here we go.
On a side, well, I was talking about Melton real quick. I hear that Melton's stealing one of our bits.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody's doing a 24-hour stream.
Oh, that's one of your. Oh, you.
I was watching that Hacksverse Anonymous. They have a great video on there. Shout out to Hacksverse Anonymous. Said John is the GOAT. He's the greatest, and he's in this video, and it's just literally he's just contradicting himself. There's one clip of him saying this, and then there's the clip 2 seconds later of him doing the exact opposite. Beautiful work. Beautiful work.
Oh, now look, this is the Deuce Payer now trying to be me now.
I was watching.
In other words, so now he's going
If
to
you send me a super chat that I don't read, I will reimburse
John,
you.
See the bell on the far right to the bottom. Do you see the bell there?
Yeah.
Click on that.
What? Yeah.
Just click on it once. So,
Yeah.
okay, so now if you pull down to the one below that, it won't just automatically jump with audio. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then when you
okay,
want to do audio, you just hit that button again. So that way you can kind of scroll through and look at the ones without the audio kicking in and kicking over us.
Let's see.
Hey, look.
This is.
That's
this was
crazy.
good. Oh, this is okay. Here we go again. Here comes the stoned Shuli laughing hysterically at nothing. Okay. What does that mean? I mean, like, hold on a second. 4 kids and you're 44.
Yeah.
When did you have your first kid? When you were 12?
So my first child is actually, well, she was born when my ex-wife was 18. She's actually my stepdaughter, but we remarried. We got married when I was 25. She was 22 at the time. Yes. So I was in the military for a little bit, moved around quite a bit. So yeah. That's why I'm also a fan of Richard Ojeda.
This one I love. I particularly love this because let's count how many. I wish we had a bell, a ding for how many fake laughs can be done on one show. Here we go.
I love when Mule just zooms in on you out of the.
Ding!
So goddamn funny.
Mike Morse. Ding!
He's at the beach with his family and a small child. Hope he's training. What are they wearing?
I think our buddy's a little high right there.
Oh, God. Is this painful or is it not? Dave, come on. This is painful.
I think if you're high, then this is actually not as painful. So, there you go. That's
Stuttering John, how about say in your defense, send the link to where? Where?
Let's see. You know what, Gonzo? If you want to, send your email to conciergedg@gmail.com and I'll shoot the link over to my boy over there.
No, you mean consigliere.
Consigliere, DG. You're right. I said it wrong.
Yeah, you said concierge, which is a very big difference.
I said, yeah, you're right. I did. God damn it.
Yes,
Hang over.
yes. Don't worry.
Hang over, John. I appreciate it.
Okay, now let's watch the Deuce Payer and fucking Bomb laugh incessantly in Silent Mike at nothing. Yeah.
I see that.
Silent Mike is like, oh, I got to develop a personality. So now I'm just going to laugh at whatever the Deuce Payer laughs about.
Just get a new one like I did. It works.
There's Bob.
Are you fucked in?
Bob with the tech advice.
Bob with the tech advice. What a fucking hack!
Here's what you want to do: buy a whole new thing.
Oh, look at Mike Moss. Oh, this is a knee slapper. This is a knee slapper.
What you told me about Mike the other day was interesting as hell, man. Like I told my little bro about it. Just the crack thing, the article thing. I thought that was interesting as hell. Like really.
Yeah, for everybody knows, Mike Morse' claim to fame was he did a running bit in Crack Magazine about me because they're all obsessed with me. But I get it. This month I'll be on the History Channel, A&E, Hulu, Vice. Yes. Did any of these networks call a dues pay? And guess what, dues payer? They're all paying me handsomely. Yes, dues payer. More than you make for that stupid podcast of yours. Did they call you dues payer? I don't think so. Thank you, Crackhead Bob. You're welcome.
That's actually a very fair question. Just in the realm of like Stern totem pole, if they're
Put it
calling
this
you
way,
that,
there is not one Stern historian that is ever going to talk about the Shuley years. Ever. It'll never be. Oh, I got so much stuff to play for you, so I don't want to waste too much time. Here we
go for it. Gotcha.
I got a thing guy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Your Ethernet?
oh my God.
You gotta turn your Wi-Fi on. Yeah, turn the Wi-Fi on.
Oh my god. The break was on me, man. I wasn't trying at all.
Look at Mike Morris. Oh my God. Silent Mike. Oh, hack.
Hey, John, Gonzo just emailed me. You want me to send him the link for my email? You want me to
Yeah.
get him on? Okay, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I got
Yeah,
it.
look. Let me just do a test, all right? The Wi-Fi issue.
Hey, look, let me
That was
just do a
funny.
test.
Woke you up.
Let me just do a test.
Same thing. Wi-Fi issues.
Same
All right.
thing.
So nothing should change.
Okay.
But it happened to Ray. Here we go.
Now, I don't even know what this is.
2020?
I don't give a fuck anymore about this clip. I'm trying to go because yeah, that's rebooting.
That's Ray DeVita.
Oh,
But I will tell you without a doubt that he told me after I
oh, this is the best. This is the best. I know you're not going to believe this, Dave. Now, here is the dues payer. Okay? Thank you, Toucan Sam. Here is the dues payer saying how important he was to Stern. This is hard. It's hard to write this kind of horseshit.
The respect you okay again, and it's funny, you never, this is your boss and you never said boss or Gary. You called him Baba Booey, even off the air. I mean
Come on.
Why wouldn't you? Why do you think?
What do you mean? Because Howard was my boss. Howard was never going to fire me.
Howard wasn't. See, that's the problem right there. Howard wasn't your boss. Gary was your boss. He was the one that would say. Isn't it great?
I don't really plan on us not getting along, to be honest with you.
Yeah, John. Me neither. But all right.
I don't even know what. Okay, let's just get right into it.
I guess you're right. Just elephant.
I don't know what happened. You were on my show last year, and
did you already write that shit in your book when we were on air?
Yes, it was already out, and we talked about it.
No, you didn't. You didn't
Yes,
tell me that you trashed me in your book.
We talked about it. You said I have some problems with things you said in the book, and then we talked about it.
No, I didn't. Because the only thing I know is what Autumn told me. She was mad about something. And I didn't know that because I would have been mad about that. What you called me Gary's butt boy? It's funny, but
come on, man.
No. I mean, if we're goofing around, you said it, but why was I Gary's butt boy?
Gary brought you in to be his protege. Gary even told me after you know, after you left, he was very upset with you. He said he would never talk to you because he brought you in to be his protege, and then you fucked it up, and then he was
bullshit. No, John, that's wrong. No.
That's what he told me.
No, he didn't. No,
I swear, Pace, he did. I swear
He
to you.
said he'll never talk to me.
That's what
When
he
did I
told
do
me.
that? I never did. My problem was never with. Now, John, you're this.
Has he talked to you since?
Yeah, I talked to him. Although I used to talk to him a couple times a year, and it was always friendly, and we always were.
Well, then I guess he got over it. But this is what he told me then.
Tell me
So I don't-
exactly what he said, because I don't believe that he would say that, John. I think you got
Well,
that.
I don't lie, so you don't have to believe me. I don't care. But that's
You
what he
embellish
said.
sometimes.
Huh?
You embellish sometimes.
Okay, if you want to accuse
I
me
do
of
too.
embellishing.
Everybody does, right? Okay.
No, Gary said that. Seriously, this is how full of himself the dues payer is, and this is hysterical. Just here, I'm going to play this, and try and give me real laughs if you find it funny. Not the.
We don't want that.
But I will tell you without a doubt that he told me after I left that he was not going to talk to Wolfie. And I told him, Eric, you don't need to do that. It's not his fault. And he said to me, I don't trust the guy. I feel like he's just goofing on me. His words.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to say names, but he's not the only one who refuses to talk to Wolfie.
This is different. You're useless.
And it's more than one. It's more than two.
Right. I mean, all right. I'm only going to pull the ones where it's fucking.
I had no connection
here we
to the
go.
show other than being a fan and calling. And then I get out to New York. And
the history
I
of
had
Philly.
I had a spot at Caroline's. I'd been doing stand-up, but
Thank you,
I
Alan.
was a
This for
feature,
16.
a really good host, but I was a feature spot at best. I hadn't been anywhere but Vegas.
You're not even a
And
feature.
casino crowds. It's just
You're
it's
barely
not
an
a comedy
opener. Fucking. My divorce. I mean,
John, I hate that joke, by the way. I think that's one of your worst jokes.
Which one?
The chocolate covered cherry jokes. I hate that one. Isn't it funny that I know some jokes? See, look, everybody, look, we're getting along.
Get to New York. It's Caroline's on Broadway, legendary venue.
we
This is
got
a
to
big
start
deal
playing
for
his
me.
stand up, Dave.
And I called two people.
Talked about that.
I hate to brag, but I kill on stage.
Got nothing against fat chicks, nothing against fat chicks. I always had the best blowjob with a fat chick. I would think she was hungry or something, but I'll take it. True story. Her name was Missy. I brought her home. She, 2 in the morning, she blows me again. I come in like 10 seconds. She's like, John, now what are you going to do for me? So I baked the lasagna. This is fun.
To
That
the
would be
show.
kind of a fun thing to do. He played your stand-up.
Eric
right?
and Boots. And it was important for me to have Boots there
Yeah,
because
it's important me to have Joey Boots, the ass kisser, because he'll tell me how great I am. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. I love the Hack versus Anonymous.
Like tired of the John.
Yeah, this is
thing.
good.
Personally.
This is where he says he's done with doing John material, right?
Right.
So he's allegedly done with doing things goofing on me, right?
Right.
But the only way he can make money is by doing things on me. It's such a fuck. He doesn't even realize what a joke he is. Here we go.
Anyone in public. I've talked about it with the guys. But I'm personally like tired of the John thing.
Oh, really?
Like I've made my point.
Oh, what's your point?
You have and then some. Yeah.
We've moved on to other things, but now since he's back, he's forcing us to put all our chips in the Rico pot again because there's just too much shit every day. It's something else. Every day, it's another snot disaster. I'm telling.
Okay, now, Dave, this is the funniest part. So he's talking about my snot disaster.
Right.
It was only like 2 weeks ago where the dues payer had a fucking booger hanging out of his nose for half the show. And yet he's goofing on me?
Everybody's had a booger at some point, God damn it. Like, what the hell? Like, I mean, I get it, but
yeah, okay. I have allergies. Sometimes my nose runs. Yeah. It's the pollen, you dumb fuck. All right, here we go. Fucking this guy. I can't think of a more unlikable guy than the dues payer. I mean, then next is fucking Silent Mike. And look at Levy here. I want to show you something. This is how interested Bob Levy is in this. He's sleeping.
he is damn close if he's not asleep right there.
Look at him. The old man is sleeping. Even he's going, all right, Shirley, can we just, God damn it, please get over yourself for a minute, you dumb fuck.
We need a statistician to go back, go through this. I love her. I think she's fantastic. I mean, that's somebody I want to hang out with in Pottstown for a weekend. That's somebody who's staying at the house.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
That's someone that could probably put the sound on.
Has he been featuring her for months? Are you for real?
No.
This is amazing.
Has it really? Jesus Christ.
This is amazing content.
Right. Jesus Christ. I didn't know.
Oh, look at, holy shit. Did Bob just become the wicked witch of the West? My pretties. Holy shit.
Surely the heck. The one to bringing it up. So what, you believe the internet. You believe the internet. You go to the internet to laugh. That's all you do. You can't get any information there.
Oh, really, Bob? You can't get information from the internet. John, why did you try to get Carl's Patreon taken down? I just explained it, Carl, but I'll do it again. He posted an MP3 link of my audio book. He claims he didn't, but I have the screenshot. He also promoted it on his Patreon. Click here and you get a free audio of John's book. I have these screenshots. So make no mistake. I will show them to Carl, but that is why. So I only deal in facts. I follow Carl's Patreon. It never had a link to your book or audio book. Never. You're either a liar or your source is playing you like a chump. Oh my God. Okay. Do I have to find it? Do I really have to find it? Okay. So let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. I had a whole Carl WATP file. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. WATP, PDF. Which one is this? Let's see. Oh, this is where he claims that he doesn't own his Discord, but he does. That's one there, right there. All right. Let's get rid of that one. Let's go to, let's see another one. WATP. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, God, I have so many. Oh, fuck. No, it's the same one. You know, if I had the, that's the same one, too. I have so many WATP files when I was preparing to, with my lawyer. This is the only one coming up. I had a whole folder dedicated to it, and it's not coming up right now. Which is why I'm in Mensa. So I'm going to have to somehow find it on a later date, and then I'll be able to show it to you. But it exists. I'm not a liar. And no one's playing me like a chump because I saw it too.
because I don't lie to people. You ask me a question, and I answer it.
Here's the thing. I don't lie, Tony. You know, I mean, it's like, how could you lie about something that could easily be looked up? You know what I mean? I don't lie. Please, people, subscribe to my buddy.
I just learned about the manga.
Wow. Wow. You ever hear of Google? You dumb fuck?
There's nothing there that's going to go, oh, wow, I wish I would have thought of that. Never.
Really, Bob?
Rhythm and cadence when he's dissecting someone or something is so goddamn funny.
Now, look, I love this guy. Dave, this is Mike David from Red Bar.
Okay, I've never seen it.
And I guess his wife or his co-host, Julie. Now, the thing I like about Mike, and I don't even care if he goofs on me. I could give fucking, I'd be honored, in fact. But his take on Levy and Shuli is impeccable. So this is one of my favorites. So I won't even pause this.
You got a little bottle of Jim Beam there.
Two
I like this guy.
old fucking poor people. His delivery and cadence when he's dissecting someone is just so damn fun. I would never say that about anybody ever. I wouldn't even say that about Colin Farrell.
What is it your business what our cadence is?
I don't like my cadence being discussed by him.
Shut up.
And then what are you looking at him? You're like, that's exactly right.
Look at that.
That's a nice insight. That's lovely, Charles. That's exactly right.
Look at that.
That's not
fucking
exactly
mug.
right. I cannot have this.
These two
I have
bitches
decided.
don't give a fuck.
Now, you have to
anyone
admit
in public, I've
Wait.
talked to it.
that Mike David is spot on. Am I right or am I
Yeah.
right?
He is. I'm wondering where they were. I wonder what that like that venue is where Shuli or Bob are talking like that. I'm curious.
But look, I mean, this is like two ugly men. I mean, look at this. It's like Grandma Levy, Barbara Bush Levy, and like Mini Me. It's amazing to me.
What I like about Bob is his. He's like,
And here I'm going to go on there and give credit.
Man, like he basically was, he holds to it. It actually makes me laugh a lot. Like he cracks me up. Not, saying he's handsome is fucking funny when he's like, I'm handsome. I'm a good looking man. I'm a beautiful man. That's fucking funny.
Hold on. I'm looking for the sneeze. There's the deuce payer. So he's wiping his nose now. Hold on. There's a portion of where he starts blowing his schnozola. Here, let's see. Oh, hold on.
Oh, there's people working there that are like, what, are you fucking friends with these people? Yeah. Yeah, that to me, on a personal level, I can't go on and bullshit people for years pretending to give a shit about them.
I understand that.
I got asked to teach a comedy class, comedy school, which I turned down. They offered me really good money, and I was making nothing at the time. And I turned it down because the reality
you're
of
not
it
a
is
comic.
You can't teach somebody to be tall, right? You're either born tall or you're not. And so now, let's say a class of 10 people, 3 of them are funny. I have to now bullshit these other 7 people for 5 weeks that they have a shot at this?
No, dumbass. You're supposed to teach them how to write a joke. But since you don't know how to write a joke, it would be impossible for you to teach them.
It's just like sales.
I gotta sleep
There's
at night,
fundamentals.
man.
There's basics.
That's why I
Wasn't
wasn't good as a blackjack dealer.
That's why
I
you
would tell
weren't good
people
on
under my breath.
First of all, regarding you, Stuttering John, you are a guy who perceives himself as funny. When you go on the Ricky Lake show, when you go on the Last Call show, when you do these shows, when you go on the Conan show, you turn to people inevitably afterwards and you go, hey, was I funny? I'm going to tell you something about yourself. You are the least funny person I've ever met. You are not funny.
Okay.
You're obnoxious. You're not funny.
Get the fuck off the table. I'm on a hot streak right now. Like
That's
I would
why
try
you're
to
not
help.
good at podcasting.
These idiots would just keep shaking their head, going, "Wow, I can't believe 7 card 21, another $200."
Hey, can I ask you a Shuli question real quick, John?
You know, for me,
What a storyteller.
Can I ask you a quick Shuli question?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm just curious about, and I think it actually, just for the sake of information, and I think it does play a lot into how Shuli is able to, do what he does all the time. Because if you check right there, he's like, I'm bored of it. If you ask him, they're just trying to be funny, right? So okay, understandable. So Shuli, and if this is too much, just be like, I'll move on to something else, no big deal. But Shuli's basically biggest problem that I understand is that he says that he had nothing to do with any kind of informing when he was on Stern. So you said he was a mole, and he said he wasn't. So I'm curious, was he actually a mole? If he wasn't, he was actually a mole. So he would actually give you information that, like, in some way. Okay. And was it direct, or was it like through somebody? And again, I'm just curious, because if you ask him, he would say vehemently, he would deny and say no. And I think that's a huge
No.
That's a huge riff.
No mistake about it.
Okay.
He was one of my moles. He told me about his wife who needed to go to the bathroom.
Right.
And he knows this is a true story.
Right.
There's no way. Hey, Gonzo.
Hey, what's up, John? How you?
Good. I'm just going to answer this question, Gonzo, and then we'll get to you, okay?
Okay, yeah, of course.
He told me the whole story, that Christina was so scared to go to the bathroom because Howard would be in the hallway.
Right.
I mean, where else am I going to get this story from? And then when she was leaving the bathroom, she ran into the Pelican, and then she thought that her husband was going to get fired. Now I ask you, Dave, where else am I going to get this information from?
I have no clue. I have no idea. Is that the length or the depth of what he informed? Is that all he ever told you?
Yeah, he was just telling me about Howard, how they had to clear the hallway,
right? And he was saying
and all that,
like in a kind of not in a shitty way, but kind of a shitty way. Like, yeah, they had to clear the hallway, like that kind of thing. So he was kind of giving you info. Like, okay, I think that's actually I think that might put some.
He was the first one to tell me that they had to clear the hallway. It was Shuli. He was my mole. And I thought it was him that gave me the Pelican brief. Now, I just thought it was because it got emailed to me anonymously.
Right.
But I thought it was it was him.
Can you say finally who actually gave out the Pelican brief video?
No one said it yet. Come on my face. Thanks for the $2. John, you look like Charles Manson. I'll take that as a compliment. All right. Look. The Phantom Dentist can't get enough of me. See how obsessed? Gonzo, you see how obsessed this guy is? This is the guy that runs Shuli's Anonymous. He can't get enough of me.
All these, I just want to say, John, everyone's obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with you. Shuli's obsessed with you. I mean, everybody's obsessed. You're the most entertaining person. And I remember the day that you came back when you were on Kevin Brennan's show for the $3,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like the greatest fucking day of my life.
It was a big day.
It reinvigorated like Reddit. Like Reddit blew up. Everything blew up. I was getting notifications. I was getting text emails. My uncles and my aunts were calling me. My brothers and my sisters and my cousins.
Get out of here! Really?
No, I swear to God, John. It's like you might get a lot of hate. True. And I've made fun of you before. Like I fucked around. I've joked around. But ultimately, John, you are entertaining as hell. And
thank you.
The fact that the thing I love about you is that you always feel the need to do more or like explain yourself more. Like I was the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roaster. I was the head writer. Richard, what's his name? Richard Lewis. No, not Richard Ojeda. Richard the
Lewis.
Comedian. Richard Lewis. Yeah, Richard Lewis said you're brilliant. This is all brilliant.
Yes, he did.
That's I know, but that's what I love about you, John, because your resume speaks for itself. You don't really need to tack onto it, but I love the.
No, I know, and I've been told like stop.
And then you go after the haters.
We talked about this last night. Like,
yeah, I've been told stop even talking about my credits because just let them speak for themselves. Everybody knows that I actually had a career in show business. The dues payer never has.
You were on the largest, or you were on the biggest radio show of all time for over a decade. You were on the biggest TV show of all time for over a decade. So it's like that's pretty much all. You know, I don't think you even need to say your credits, John.
That's what the
you're
kids call
established.
unfuckwithable, John. It's unfuckwithable.
Yeah, yeah. And the fact that people troll you and you get mad, I think that's the funniest part. And then I love to see. I love watching Alex Stein like kind of give you tips on how to like navigate, because it is a new world. Like you're an old school guy. You know, you're a boomer, I guess you would say. And it's hard to navigate these waters of social media.
No. I'm just as fucking.
You disagree?
Incompetent as Kevin Brennan, and I'll be the first to admit it. I'm the worst. When it comes
I mean, just trying to figure out the internet and figuring out like trolling and people fucking with you. Because I'll admit, I've been a troll, but I've been trolled and I've been triggered. And so
Gonzo was the greatest troll of all time.
Yeah, but people troll me all, and I lose my mind.
Like,
I go crazy. Yeah, I go crazy on the internet. I threaten people and I say "fuck you, piece of shit."
Right.
So I totally get it, John. I get and then like with sock accounts and like Gonzo's the greatest person ever and stuff like that. So, as I'm sure you do. So
hey, Gonzo, I just wanted to just address what the fucking hack Dennis is here. Get Red Bar on to co-host and talk about Pocky. First of all, dummy. Mike David did a whole fucking hour on Pocky about how vile Pocky is. John, when enough with the fucking. This guy's just obsessed. Logger Tim is glad to see you.
Get rid of that one, John.
Oh,
thank you, Logger Tim.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Fucking.
How about them? How about our Yankees, huh, John?
Yeah, I know. I gotta block this guy. Hold on,
he's still super spirited about the Yankees. Gonzo shitcock. Don't worry, he's just busy right now. I think a little distracted.
Yeah,
what's up, by the way, Gonzo shitcock?
Nothing much. I'm just happy to see John again. I haven't been on. Last time I talked to John on video was like 8 years ago, so it's good to.
So there's
really cool.
Phantom Dennis again, still paying me.
Hey, let him pay.
Still paying me. Look. Thanks for the $2, Denny.
John,
How come you aren't in show business anymore? Let's see. Well, let me give you the skinny. You ever hear of the writer's strike? Did you ever hear of the SAG-AFTRA strike?
Yeah, Dennis, you fucking idiot.
You dumb fuck.
No, but John, I think these trolls. I mean, I don't think that's even a bad thing. You shouldn't really get that upset about it. You know,
I'm trying, Gonzo, to get my boy to just be a little bit less reactionary. Not take away that we love Stutter and John, but just man, you don't got to fight everybody.
No, I have to be me.
Like,
I have to be me.
I gotta be me.
No, that is true. You can't put a.
I'll do it my way. That's the only way I know how to do it. Toucan Sam, thanks for the $2. Your thoughts on Shuli, Gonzo?
I like Shuli. Shuli's a friend of mine.
What?
I'm a friend. But I do think that he. I heard that he's building like a swimming pool or some shit in his compound or something. So it is kind of fucked up that he made so much money off of John's likeness that he was able to build a pool in his compound. So
every time that he.
I'm happy for him, but I feel like you should get that money too, Joe. You should at least get twice of what Shuli's getting.
Every time he dips his bald head in that pool, just remember that pool, you're being surrounded by the stench of me.
Did you hear that he has 2 waterfalls in that pool or something? Somebody said that. He's like
2 waterfalls.
Yeah, he has enough money to put in 2 waterfalls into a pool on his property.
Good for him. I'm glad I could help, Deucepayer. When do I get a cut?
Shuli sent me pictures of his house. Have you seen his compound? It's fucking. It's nice.
Are you sure you're not here to just prop up the Deucepayer?
No. I'm not. No, I'm saying. Shoot,
have you seen his compound? He's got a big pool with 2 waterfalls. Right, thank you, Gonzo. Any more PR that you want to do for the Deucepayer?
No, I'm just saying factual.
No. Why don't we talk about how you couldn't get it up for Elisa Jordana?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Why would you? Hey, Mr. Softy. Mr. Softy, hey, Mr. Softy, why don't we talk about how you couldn't get it up for the most beautiful women on the planet?
You got me there, John. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, why not?
By the way, John,
what? Or would you rather talk about the pool some more?
No, well, that was like a decade ago. But John, I'm just saying you deserve more money than Shuli's making, because Shuli made enough to purchase a beautiful home and a swimming pool with water.
Gonzo,
I feel like you deserve to have
Alabama.
2 homes. You deserve 2 homes.
I do have 2 homes. Gonzo, he's in Alabama. I have 2 homes.
That is, yeah. Nobody.
I have a condo in California, and I have a fucking house, a beautiful, brand new house in Florida.
I'm very
in one of the most up and coming areas. And if you don't believe me, then why the fuck did Carl move there?
No, I believe you, John. No, I believe you. I'm just saying, like,
don't worry about my money, Gonzo.
No, but John, I think you're taking it the wrong way. I wasn't trying to insult you, and I wasn't trying to, attack you. I'm just saying, Shuli made a boatload of money off of you. I feel like you deserve to make 10 boatloads off of your likeness.
Thank you, Gonzo. Now, can we get back into why you couldn't get it up with Elisa Jordan? I'm actually curious about this.
Well,
now, she claimed
that was like a decade ago, John.
No. But Gonzo, I don't care if it was 100 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would fucking, I would fucking, I'd blow Dave to be able to bang Elisa Jordana.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you. Seems like you have a crush on her.
So, Gonzo,
she's
I had Elisa on just the other day or whatever, and she said, I said, why couldn't he get it up with you? Because you were having intercourse and then you went limp, correct?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know all the facts. I don't remember all the facts, John. But that's in a nutshell. That's I don't want to get I don't want to get graphic and detailed, but that's not really what happened necessarily.
What a gentleman, Gonzo.
We
I respect
hooked,
that.
No. So John, we hooked up, and then basically, coitus interruptus, and then we stopped. I didn't have a rubber. Basically, I didn't want to be crass, but I didn't have a rubber, so I stopped.
And that's why you couldn't get it up?
That's why I stopped. It wasn't that I couldn't get it up. I stopped mid coitus.
Well, she claims it was because that you weren't attracted to her.
That wasn't the case. That was a long time ago, by the way, John. And we both moved on. Like it's very awkward to talk about.
Coitus interruptus is funny as shit.
I mean, John, these are relationships like going back a decade. Like I don't really.
How'd she look naked though?
Good question, John. Come on, Gonzo.
I mean, this is inappropriate. I mean, Alicia's a lovely.
She's inappropriate.
She's a lovely woman. I mean,
it's just us three,
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
What do you want me to say? Of course, yeah, she's a very lovely woman.
That's all.
So.
Jesus.
But I mean, John, it's just weird. Like it's not.
How did my ex-wife look naked? Beautiful.
But
Big
John,
deal.
You're trying to do like the shock jock, like Howard Stern.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm curious.
But that's
I'm inquisitive.
That's a different generation now. John.
I have the hots for the girl. I'm asking how she looked.
Yeah, but that comes off as creepy, and then if I answer it, she's gonna.
Oh, really? That's Dave. Is that creepy?
I don't want to. I'm still friends with her.
I don't think so. I'm
still very good friends with her.
Asking a guy how his ex looks.
Asking a guy if a girl was beautiful is creepy.
Well, I'm still friends with her, John, and it feels weird to like answer like what her tits look
All
like.
right, let's go back to the Yankees because that's That's a hell more interesting than talking about a beautiful woman that you couldn't get it up for. Okay, I got it. I'll let you produce my show from now on. Okay, all right. Let's talk
John.
about
John, I know you're a shock jock.
Hey,
I know this.
Hey, man, that Anthony Volpe, he's one hell of a shortstop, isn't he? Hey, wow, Domingo Germán is now an alcoholic. Oh, okay, that's great. Now let's get back to Alicia Jordana's body naked. Thank you.
I just think if John, if you want to be like friends with Elisa, if you want to bang her,
I am friends with her.
You shouldn't be asking people that hooked up with her like what her fucking.
She did a Playboy shoot. She's naked all over.
Then you know what she looks like naked. Why are you asking me?
Yes, because I just wanted to see if you were man enough to talk about it.
And another thing, well, I guess I'm not man enough to talk about it. And another thing, John.
Well, that's why you couldn't get it up.
It's also. Oh, that's funny. So you are funny, John. But
yes, I know I'm funny.
But that's another thing too. Like when you interview Elisa, you run through every guy she's ever had sex with. It's like that's creepy, John. Like I know that you're getting that from like Howard, because Howard used to do that in the 90s when it was like a cool thing. But it's like that's not really how you conversate with a chick, especially if you're trying to hook up with her, John. Because like maybe Elisa would be into you if you didn't like run down her fucking entire list of every dude she's ever
Am I taking advice from a guy who couldn't get it up for the hottest woman on the planet? I'm just curious.
I don't think you are. I think you're.
So
you're
John,
talking-
sometimes guys get nervous too. You know, like maybe you just get, you know.
What I respect is Gonzo's honesty.
You've got
and his gentlemanliness as far as this goes. But you're definitely.
And also, John, you don't want to. I don't know. It's just.
All right, just okay. You don't want to talk about Elisa, but
She's
all
a,
right.
she's a close friend of mine still, so I don't want to.
All right, so all right. Let me just ask you,
Gonzo. Just hit
all
him
right.
up.
Is she a
I
third?
don't kiss and tell. Just tell him that. And then
Is she a third input? Is she a third?
Oh my god,
Gonzo, I'm just kidding.
No,
the Phantom Dennis, thanks for the $5. How come you haven't been in show business for the last 10 years? See now, Dave. Now, shall I tell this guy about the CBS show that I wrote and hosted, the Pro Football Arm Wrestling, only a few years ago?
Wait, can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Should I tell him about that?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
Yes. Should we talk about that too? Hosted by George Lopez?
Arm Wrestling Football Championship, right, John?
Yes. So, Dave, should I not tell this idiot, Denny?
I would refer him to my IMDb page, and then I wouldn't give him any more attention after that's just me, though. I'd say, hey, buddy, check out my page.
They haven't
the Nicole Miller podcast, or what was her name?
The Stephanie Miller show.
Stephanie Miller podcast, head writer.
Yes, and who I made out with, by the way. Oh, am I not allowed to talk about that?
And she's a lesbian too, right?
And she's a lesbian. How do you like that, Dave?
Nice. I got a couple of those in my back pocket, John, but we're not going to talk about it.
We made out a few times.
Is that why you're growing your hair out so she'll find you more attractive?
Oh, you are a witster. You are a wealth of wit.
I'm just joking, John. I hope you're not mad at me. I'm
John's
not really here to troll you, John.
John's got a good quaff going up there. He's doing.
It looks better than before.
He's doing the Bee Gees thing. It's
So
in the
John,
middle. It's in the middle stage.
You have like a Dutch haircut for a little bit.
Yeah, it's in the awkward stage. John Carson, thanks for the $5. Gonzo, did you ever feel a little bad messing with Eric the actor and with all his physical issues?
I mean, I guess a little bit.
It was some of the greatest, just trolling, but like funny, good natured almost. But he was so mad.
Yeah. When I heard he had health issues, I didn't fuck with him. When I heard he had heart murmurs, he had like a heart murmur or something.
I kind of remember.
But no, we were friendly. He would call me and shit. We'd talk on the phone.
Hot Body 1330, thanks for the $5. John, you're way more interesting when you let others talk and express their views or opinions also, then follow up with a wittier retort instead. Thank you for your advice. What shows have you produced? Because you seem to know everything about broadcasting. Ace, thanks for the $5. Stuttering John, honestly, is your ex-wife embarrassed and ashamed of you?
What's that about?
Well, let's see. We had 3 kids together. We still love each other. We're just not in love, but we still talk and are amicable. So now, and I think that she is very proud of me for all of my accomplishments. Could I remind you dumb fuck Ace, that I'm a stutterer who became the announcer on the fucking biggest late night talk show host in history? Now, that's kind of an accomplishment, wouldn't you say?
Famous woman you've ever banged?
Playboy Centerfold.
What was her name? Can you tell her name?
Jennifer something. I forget her whole.
McCarthy?
No, I wish. Although Jenny
you
McCarthy.
You didn't bang the chick from Wings?
No, but I could have Crystal Bernard, but
Crystal Bernard.
Well, I couldn't because I was married and my wife was in the next room with my newborn kid. It would be kind of despicable for me to do that. You
sort of frowned upon when that.
So who's the most famous chick you could have banged besides that?
Good question.
Crystal Bernard and the girl from Showgirls.
Elizabeth Hurley?
Yeah, because she came up to me.
What? No, Elizabeth
on
Berkley.
the Stern show and was like,
Berkeley, Was it?
Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley.
I was in love with her when I was a kid.
The one from Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
She was hitting on me at the Stern show. But again, I'm married.
Yeah, see, John, that's why I love you. That's why you're so interesting, because I feel like if I were in your position, if I had your accomplishments, because I haven't done shit with my life really. I called in the Howard Stern.
I know.
10 years ago. That's about it. But
I'm just kidding. Gonzo, I like you, and trust me, I really do like Elisa, and I'm not. I'm just.
I know. I get it.
I'm a big fan, Gonzo. I already had my Kiss Your Ass Fest when you called in our show that one time, but I'm a big fan of Gonzo.
But Gonzo, just so you know,
thank you, DG. I'm a fan of you, DG.
Just so you know, Elisa and I also talked about this incident, so it's not like, and she was open.
So you already know all the details.
She just told me that you couldn't get it up because you really weren't that interested in it.
Sometimes guys get nervous when I was just.
I can at least you're honest.
I've heard you. You've been nervous. I've heard. I used to listen. John, I used to listen to your podcast before people started goofing on you, like back when you had Royce and you had the guy at the arcade place.
Yeah.
And then they would talk about Star Wars. I would even listen to their without you. They would talk about Star Wars. They had
I know.
on your stream. So I'm a fan, John. I'm like a historian. And the only reason I know.
And Gonzo, but it's no fun if it's a love fest, is it?
Yeah, no, you can attack me if you want.
But no. And I am inquisitive. You can call it creepy, but if I wasn't inquisitive, I wouldn't have a career.
That's a sign of intelligence.
Dick 89, thanks for the $2. John, how did Benny look naked? Mind if I go for? Oh my God!
Is it true that you fucked Benny Loco, John?
Are you kidding me? I'd sooner bang Dave.
I read that on
Reddit. Answer box. Thanks for the $10. Get him, John. Maybe he can't get it up, but he keeps. All right, yeah, we already read that. Oh, look who it is! The Phantom Dennis, still obsessed. Why don't I ever get the $20 super chats? I don't know what's going on.
You're supposed to say Gonzo's the one that needs boner pills, John. That's
John, don't you need boner pills? Okay, let me explain something. The Phantom Dennis, since you're so involved in my sex drive. Dave and Gonzo, I take 200 milligrams of fluvoxamine and 0.5 of Klonopin. And when my psychologist told me to see the psychiatrist to get those prescriptions, she said there's one bad side effect. And I was like, please tell me it's something silly like constipation. And she said, it's going to curtail your sex drive and your libido. And I'm like, what? Because I'm a horny motherfucker. And it was
so what are those things for? What are those medications for?
OCD.
Anxiety? Oh, OCD.
Yeah, I have extreme. I'm on the extreme spectrum of OCD.
That's why you said you drink a lot, right? Because it calms you
well, it does take the edge off. So I take those 3 pills, curtails my libido. So they said, the psychiatrist said, I'm also going to write you a prescription for Viagra because it's gonna curtail your libido. Now, granted, because I'm such a horn dog, I don't really need the blue pill, but it's a hell of a nice insurance policy.
It's like having a handgun.
Plus, at your age, I feel like you're not old, but I mean, once you get older,
but the testosterone does go down. After the age of 35, your testosterone goes down 1% every year. But I'll tell you, this is horrible. I'm at the Pickwick pub, and there is a lesbian.
Right.
Super hot, nice sized breasts, great body, but she's a lesbian.
Ooh. So
I say, so we start talking. I'm flirting. And then I go, and then she starts saying to me, you know what? I miss penis.
Oh.
I do miss penis.
Not the plastic one, right?
I go, do you want to come back to my place?
Right.
She goes, yeah, as long as it's quick, because my wife is gonna be, is gonna be checking up on me.
Right.
So like an idiot, I didn't go to my car first and grab all my pills.
Right.
Ooh. So now I drive her Range Rover with a hard on to my place.
Yeah.
But then I get to my place and I'm looking around for some of these and I don't have any. I can't find any.
Oh, no.
I forgot I put them in my spices cabinet downstairs.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm freaking now. And now I'm going down on her and shit, but she's used to that. She's a lesbian.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, screw that, just come fuck me. And then can't get it up. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you stuttered.
No, but because hold on. What was happening? It was like she's like, "Come on, fuck me," and then the bar is calling me right at the moment, and is going, "John, you left your credit card." Then 2 minutes later, the bar calls, "John, are you with this woman? Because her wife is here with her kid, and they're looking for her." And now, Nabil, could you get it up under those kind of freaking circumstances?
No. No.
It was like a perfect storm. Like everything was happening at once. So I drove up back home. Then, like an idiot, she tells her wife. Her wife goes, "Where were you?" She goes, "Oh, I'm with a guy right now. Can I call?" She's like, the wife hangs up. And then I text her later. She's like, "I'm about to get divorced." And then I text her, "Well, you want to come over here? Because now I have these."
Right.
And then she goes, "Don't ever, my wife said, don't ever text me again."
Oh my God. Ooh.
So that's why you always got to carry these around.
Mm-hmm. The Cialis lasts you for 2 days. I think 2 or 3 days sometimes.
But how many milligrams?
The 5 lasts you for about 24 hours, a little more than that. The whole 10 lasts you for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, you can think about a woman, and boom, there it is. Yeah.
Wow, I might have to try that Cialis.
Oh,
then.
you'll love it. It's great. I should get paid for this.
That's a fact, Jack.
Really? After 35?
Yeah,
I'm
1%
37. So
every year. So, Gonzo, how old are you?
37.
Well, you still have plenty of time. How about you, Dave?
I'm 47, actually.
Okay, so and I'm 57. Wow, that's weird. So yeah, so that's why I got friends who get testosterone shots. I had an Uber driver in Florida told me he gets they get testosterone shots because it's just a natural thing that happens when you age. And by the way, I can't tell you how many people at the pub or how many guys, even younger men like your ages, who asked me, "John, I'm like the freaking penis pill pusher over there."
When was the last time you got laid, John?
About 8 months ago.
Oh, really? I thought you had a girlfriend. Didn't you tweet like you were at a Dodger game with your girlfriend?
I still haven't had sex with her though.
That's not a girlfriend then. You're gonna make fun of me for my dick getting limp?
Well, we made out and everything, but we haven't gotten a room yet. But she said one of the last dates, she said the next time dinner in bed. So hopefully I'll get my, Anyway,
that was like 6 months ago, John, when you guys were at the baseball game, wasn't it?
Yeah, then she had to go to the hospital. No, that was
that was before you came back on the internet. At least a couple months before.
Hello, McFly. That game was June 3rd. That's when Aaron Judge hurt his foot.
So we're 2 months. So you haven't gotten any sex from your girlfriend of 2 months?
Well, she's not a girlfriend. She's a girl I date. I do date.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. I thought you guys were boyfriend girlfriend.
Labels are so 2000, Gonzo.
Are you on Tinder, John, or Hinge?
Of course. But don't go on Tinder horny. It's like going food shopping on an empty stomach. You end up with shit you don't really want.
I saw that tweet yesterday.
Thank you. R. Counted. Thanks for $5. John, ask Phantom Dennis if he wrote for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast. Hasn't even good enough to do the Canadian football arm wrestling show. Thank you. And then I thought I had something else here. Hold on.
I actually saw one for 20 for you.
Oh! Thank you, the Master of Violence, my first 20. Tell us your favorite Paul Rubens story from Stern. Here's your 20, you cheapo. Use it to get a haircut. I like this Master of Violence.
Good name. Hell of a name.
Yes.
So, John, can I ask you, what are your plans with this show going forward? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what's your vision for your format? Are you going to do like a WATP Carl type thing, or are you going to?
Well, I'm going to go over it right now with you. Thanks for the question, Gonzo. We have Memory Lane Monday. That's where we watch and I talk about what happened on a Stern episode. And then on Tuesday, that's Thule Tuesday, where we exclusively and so like next Tuesday, we will watch the Dues Payers' incredible stand-up, which, by the way, is fucking hack.
No, but it's true. And I swear to God, now it's getting to the point, Scott, now, I don't know about you, I know you got a girlfriend. When I'm having sex, I start getting tired. Right? Like you start getting tired because you can't keep up when you're young, you know? And I started getting tired, and I swear on my life, I faked an orgasm. And ladies, we have no business if men cannot fake orgasms. You ladies have plenty of practice, We don't. And there I am. So I'm in Huntington, Marissa, and I'm having sex. I'm like, oh my God. So I just go, because you didn't come. Yeah, I did. She was going to get in. And this is the problem. Now I'm faking orgasms. Like if we do a role reversal now, I'm faking the orgasm and she sneaks out in the middle of the night and never calls me again.
And then on Wednesday, I do my political show. Thursday is Why Do They Podcast? And then Friday is Flash Hack Friday, where we just, do a potpourri. Any mistake here. The only person original out of this whole bunch is me.
You're still feuding with Carl? I thought you guys made up.
Well, Carl already says he has no desire to be my friend. Stop texting him. Stop calling him. So I
really?
don't.
John reaches out quite a bit. Is that correct? I mean, he texts and calls quite a bit.
I think I use the word exhausting.
Yeah.
Which you use for a chick. You use that.
You did say something to him after he kept hitting you up, and you realized that he was being a pain in the ass. What did you tell him he was like?
I said, quit being a chick. And he said, he called me. So I picked it up. I go, what, John? And a friend just died. A friend of mine just died that day. And I'm dealing with that. And he's like, don't ever call me a chick again. Don't you ever do that. I go, dude, I'm dealing with a death right now. He's like, I don't care. You don't call me a chick. And towards the end of the conversation, it's like, I'm really sorry about your friend.
Yeah. Wow. Mr. Progressive is bothered by that. That's weird.
What an asshole.
Yeah, I know. So, I don't have any, I don't give a fuck about the guy.
What about his cats? Remember you said you're going to watch his cats stuff?
You know what? See, this is the thing, Gonzo. And thank you for being a fan.
No good deed.
You know more about me than I do.
No good deed goes unpunished.
I probably do.
No. He and I live around the block from each other.
Which is weird.
So I was extending the olive branch. That's what you do, Gonzo, especially if you grew up in New York. You extend the olive branch and, say, hey, welcome, neighbor. Like when I moved to the Oaks in Calabasas, who's that singer that sings?
But don't you think that was a little bit of an odd olive branch saying I'll watch your cats, because cats are so specific, like not dogs, not like, hey, if you want me to house sit, you just said I'll feed your cats. That's a little.
Oh, Gonzo, you know what? I'm going to tell you something.
But I'm saying that's what I'm explaining why it's so funny, because Carl.
Okay, Gonzo, and I'm going to explain why you're so stupid.
All right.
The reason is because I have two cats, and when I went to Florida, I had to pay somebody to watch my cats. So I then knew I was doing that at that moment, and was just saying because I had just paid for that week of the cat watching. So I just said, oh, yeah, hey, if you ever have cats, I'll watch them for you. You see, everything has a reason, you dumb fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
the Phantom Menace, thanks for the $2. I'm done with the cats. I have been emailing Michael, thanks to the Midas Touch Brothers, This is their great shirt. It's a really beautiful light green, but my green screen here. You know what I'll do? Yeah, I'll take down the green screen so you can see it. I mean, you bring me here and there's cat litter all over the place. And
Right.
I mean, really? I mean, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why is it still? I took down the green screen. Let me see. But it's still clear. I don't know. Let me see. Green screen. I don't know. OCD comes in two different ways: slobs and neat people. I happen to be the slob. I don't know. It ain't gonna let me for some reason. Anyway, it's a beautiful green. Please, people, subscribe to my. She got to the hospital because you gave her scabies. What? What the fuck is? What?
Phantom Dennis.
Do you know what this idiot is talking about?
He's your number one donator, though, John. So I think I
Well,
feel like you should
$2.
embrace.
Keep fuck at that. Fuck about what you have or don't have. I had genital warts. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, wait, yeah. That now talk about that because I
had genital warts. I'm not afraid. My life's an open book. I talked about it on Stern. I'm not afraid to say this shit.
You don't have them anymore?
No, and I also had crabs.
John, I just caught you in a lie because that's a virus. You have that for the rest of your life.
Oh, then I guess I do. All I know is I don't have any on my dick right now, and I haven't in 35 years or whatever, 30 years. So I assume I don't have it anymore.
You only had it once?
Yeah, that was it. Two on my shaft and one on my balls.
Oh, and did you get them taken off?
They have to put vinegar. They put you on a table. They put the vinegar. They put a shot right into them and snip them off.
It's like cold water. Cold air, right?
It is awful, Case.
I knew somebody who had it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I own up to it, and I owned up to it on the Stern Show. Gary owned up to having chlamydia, right?
That's not true. He doesn't have them.
He said on the air he had chlamydia.
Yeah, you get rid of that.
Call Mark Friggin. All of this is documented.
So you have genital warts. Do you tell?
Well, I had them. I never gave
it's a virus. It's the HPV virus.
Susanna never got them. So I haven't ever been with a girl that has ever had them. So
Well,
you're telling me,
or you had sex with them?
Dr. Armstrong is telling me I still have them. I got to make sure.
The haters embrace the haters.
Jay Sherry, thanks for the $5. Stuttering John, your shows have been great. Keep the haters all hating. Keep winning, my friend. Thank you. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing here. This is my payback, Gonzo. Do you understand?
Of course, yeah. No, John, I'm your biggest fan.
Want me to tell you how much I made this month?
Yes.
Over 11,000.
Just on Super Chats, or just
on doing the show since I came back.
So like Cardiff and stuff is paying you, and
I made over 11 G's so far in this month. Okay, so don't worry about me, and don't worry about the Deuce Payers pools and waterfalls. Right. Don't be talking about waterfalls. It doesn't mean
I only mentioned that, John, because I feel like you should be earning a lot more than Shuli. It's crazy to me that Shuli's capitalizing on you.
Well, I soon shall be, my friend. I soon shall be.
Yeah. All right, John, I gotta pop off. But thank you so much for having me on.
Thank God. Bye. Okay, let's go to the hack ride. Thanks for $2. Gonzo, give us your best 20 Eric the Midget stories. Go. How is he connected to Eric the Midget, by the way? I have no idea.
So Gonzo used to like troll Eric the Midget, like really, really, really bad, where Eric the Midget would actually have, he'd call in and be like, this guy, and it was usually funny. But then I think, like Gonzo said, when everybody found out he had health issues, it became less funny to kind of push him to the point where he got all worked up. So I think Gonzo kind of backed off on that. Like, he was actually pretty funny when it came to Eric.
Gonzo seems like a nice guy, but he's boring as fuck, man.
He's one of those guys, man, that like kind of like Vince, where he has to have a little troll to what he's saying, because it's a lot easier
but he's
to be
boring.
It's a little easier to be trolly than it is to be just honest, But he's got some honesty, but he's also got a little trolly. But
do you not agree? He's a boring motherfucker.
without Eric the Midget, I can't say that I'm, I'm a fan of his from back then. But yeah, I could.
Honestly, I just drank a whole fucking coffee from Starbucks and he was putting me to sleep. Dick89, thanks for the $2. Stop doing politics, boring. I'll be off of it soon. This is not politics. This is the stupidity of Pocky. It has nothing to do with politics right now. This is just me pointing out the stupidity of the Pockman. Just put me to fucking sleep.
He's got a specific way that he talks for sure.
Yeah, Gonzo Limcock. Thanks, Deucepaya.
The last guy, Hack Ride, I know him just from like working with on other shows, and he's a good dude as far as his like work and all that. Good dude all the way around.
Michelle J. That wasn't a good one. Hold on. Oh, wait. There you go. Thanks for the great show.
Lips? Is that what that is, John? That's all lips? Like, are you like for real? Like,
well, if you must know, I used to play the trumpet. Oh, by the way, the clip that I didn't play from the Hack verse yet is Shuli sneezing and wiping his nose, and it's so fucking gross on his show. And he has the chutzpah to talk about me? Really, Deucepaya? Do you own a mirror? Michelle J, thanks for $20. Thanks for the great show, and don't let the hacks get you down. Never. They never get me down. Okay, Dave, I want to explain something. I've been goofed on by Howard Stern.
Absolutely.
Jackie the Joke Man.
Mercilessly.
Artie Lang.
Mercilessly.
Fred Norris. Okay? Okay, I've been goofed on by Jay Leno, Jack Cohen, and some of the great comics of our day, Nick DiPaolo. Do you really think I'm going to give a shit about what the biggest two hacks, Bomb Levy and the Deucepaya, are going to say about me?
Hey, Brent, this is Stuttering John. I heard you were trying to get a hold of me. I'm on Twitter, so I don't know, at Stuttering John M, if you want to DM me. I'm not really keen on giving out this new number because I had to change it because of all the trolls. So, I don't really give it out to anybody. So I'll try you back, but yeah, Shuli's a piece of shit. If I see him, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Never.
I don't think so.
I find it entertaining. To me, it's entertaining. It's complimentary. I mean, look, here's the truth, Dave. They're punching up.
Absolutely.
I'm punching down.
Absolutely.
Just remember that, Deucepaya. Oh, by the way, the Phantom Dennis. Let's see. I got 3 different shows coming out this month. Oh, yeah. That's right. And I got paid for each one. The History Channel. Yes. Yes. Hulu. Vice. Yes. A&E. Yes. What have you done? Can you tell me? Dennis?
They'll be doing the Shuli Reddit subreddit video about Dennis very soon on A&E, I think, probably.
Oh, yeah, I know. And trust me, Dennis has no fans on either one anymore. Because what he did to me was helping the Deucepaya.
Right.
Talk about a fucking hypocrite. By the way, I got to get my shirts. I fucking ordered my shirt. I got to call Joe Smirks. Jay Sherry, thanks for $5. Stuttering John, please ask Gonzo if we ever spoke with Howard at any time after the actor died. Sorry, but Gonzo had to. Oh, Gonzo's so busy he had to leave. The fuck is that? The Master of Violence. I'll donate $500 if you shave your head live on the stream with a straight razor after 10 confirmed Bud Light Tall Boy empties. First of all, it's taken me too long to grow this. But, okay, I'll take the 500. I can use it.
I'm your biggest fan.
Want me to tell you how much I made this month?
Yes.
Over 11,000.
Just on Super Chats, or just
on doing the
interviews?
show since I came back. Buy another brand new TV. So I have a brand new TV here in my condo, right?
Right.
Now I'm going to Florida. I got to buy a brand new TV, an area rug, a couch, and a bed frame because my girl, the aforementioned girl, is coming out to visit me in Florida.
Oh, nice.
So I got to get the bed looking all nice and clean.
Gotta have it ready.
Yes, and I got to have my bag right next to the bed. Banana Bowie, thanks for the $2. 0.0. I don't know what that means. Do you?
I do. Eric the Midget one time tried to sell some tickets for an event, like a meet and greet. And Artie was there, Fred was there, Howard was there, and basically they got a report from Steve Langford, one of the news guys, that Eric had sold no tickets. And then Fred started playing the soundbite from Animal House when Dean Wormer was like,
"Yes,
he tells John Belushi his great
John Butarski,
yep,
0.0."
And man, it became a hilarious bit. It actually was one of the bits that made Artie cry. Like it made Artie like legitimately, because Fred would do it after that. It became a running bit where it was 0, and every time Eric would call in with anything, they play it, and he would get mad. That little motherfucker was hilarious, man, because he would get mad. Like, stop. One time, John, he fucking said to Fred, and he screamed it. He said, "Fred, if you push that button one more time, I'm going to come to there in New York and I'm going to break all your fingers." And they're like, "What'd you say?" And he said it again.
I never knew Eric the Midget.
Oh, man. I told Gonzo because he called into the show one time that I'm on or whatever. But the Joey C show, he called in one time and he and I talked. And basically I told him, I said, man, one of the things that I remember vividly was when Eric the Midget died. Like it's, I don't want to bring anything down, but it was very, very sad. Like there was a whole thing.
Why does that hat get blurry every once in a while?
I think because I have the background blurred out.
Do you have a green screen?
It is green. I don't have a green screen. I just have the background blurred out. Someone told me that you should blur the background out, so I did.
Oh, but how do you do that? I don't even know how you do that.
It's the same setting area through activating the green screen. It's just another little box you check on the side.
Okay. Benny Boy, thanks for the $2. Gonzo, what do you think of my clay, Eric? Ack. I don't know what that means. Do you?
I didn't say it again. See it, show it if you want to show it again. I didn't see it actually. I'm sorry.
Come on, pay attention, all right? Please. I mean, try and pay attention.
I was trying to keep my hat from blurring, so I was looking at it so it didn't blur.
All right, there.
Gonzo, what do you think of my clay Eric? Okay, so the little guy in his avatar, it looks like a clay Eric that he may have made. If you made that, Benny Boy, you got skills.
Gonzo, thanks for the $2. Thank you for having me on, John. Gonzo, you're welcome, but it's not creepy if we have come to this point in our world that you can't ask how a girl looked naked, that you are infatuated with, then I don't
want to live in this goddamn
world. I don't want to live in this kind of world. Jesus. I thought you asked
that very appropriately. Like, how'd she look naked?
How'd she look naked? I mean, what's the problem with that?
You didn't ask about her butthole or nothing. You just said, how does she look naked?
No, and then I was kidding with the third input, but that was just an old Howard thing.
I remember the first time he asked Chachi, what was his name? Whatever his real name is, Chachi, that about like Pam Anderson and them, and that was I remember
Scott Baio.
Yeah, Scott Baio. Stern asked him that about Pamela Anderson and like two of the other Baywatch girls. He's like, which one of them is a 3 input girl? And Chachi said, they all are.
Yeah, but what? Big deal. God, are we that oppressed at this point? Denny's back again. Denny is so obsessed with me.
We're starting to like him, though. I mean, not like him, but starting to respect the fact that he's hanging on a little bit. Like,
but Dave, is this an obsession at this point?
At a certain point, the authorities may refer to this as stalking, but for now, I think we're in okay territory. We're only in misdemeanor territory now, Phantom Dennis, so you're probably okay still.
Dennis, you want to come on again and take me on in the battle? The Phantom Dennis, thanks for the $2. They don't boo nobodies. That's true. They don't.
This is true.
They don't.
Ow.
And guess what? The actors' strike might be over soon. And guess what? The stuttering one will be back auditioning. I don't think I'm going to teach this year. It's all going to be the return of the stuttering one. Thank you very much. As soon as the strike is over, John will be back.
Dad, that's him. That's the guy. Him? Yeah.
You're kidding me. Well, look who it is. What? So where do you get off telling my kid that you're a warlock? Scaring him half to death. The kid can't sleep. He's been sleeping in my room every night.
Look, I'm sorry. But maybe if you teach your kid to stop picking on kids with speech impediments...
Hey, look, asshole. Don't tell me how to raise my kid.
Dude, don't make me have to kick your ass again, all right?
Oh, damn! God! Yeah.
John will be back. Oh, by the way, Dave, I'm very proud to announce that tomorrow I'll be part of the a very popular actor and writer strike stream where I will be a panelist along with Jolie Fisher and a bunch of other actors and writers, all with great credits like myself. And that is tomorrow at 11 a.m. So
cool.
It's only audio. But yeah, wow, I wonder why they asked me to do that. Wow. Do you think they asked the Deuce Payer?
I don't know that my friend Shuli ever had a SAG-AFTRA relationship.
Oh,
with
no,
us.
but he was the Amish guy, the old Amish guy in Brickleberry. And the only reason he got that is
Yucko.
because Roger Black, Yucko the Clown, was one of the co-writers and creators of Brickleberry. That's his only credit when it comes to anything outside of Stern.
You know who shares that credit with him? Just because we were talking about him, Eric the Midget was also a voiceover on that show.
Wow, there you go, Deuce Payer. Somebody a little bit taller than you, Eric the Midget.
That's funny.
What?
I said that was funny.
Of course it's funny. I'm funny.
You're fucking hilarious, John. You know, you're entertaining.
You know what I mean? No, it's like, I'm short, my whole family's short and barrel-shaped on top. Was short with skinny little legs and barrel-shaped. My whole family's built to go over Niagara Falls.
And if I may quote Casey, damn likable too, I gotta say.
I love Casey. Put it this way. I love Casey. And when I played that fucking Howard Stern roast and the Deuce Payer decided to then play me playing the Howard Stern roast, Deuce Payer, I did so much better than you ever have done roasting the Pelican. I mean, just the creativity of me doing it all in a Stephen Wright deadpan kind of voice. And then every time I said, nose, have Fred play the Pee Wee Herman thing.
Ding, ding, ding. Ah.
And Howard was in tears.
I'm going to tell you something about yourself. You are the least funny person I've ever met. You are not funny.
Robin was wiping her fucking eyes in tears because I was killing it. Kathy Tobin, after that segment, came up to me and said, you and Benji were the best. Hands down. Better than Jackie, better than Fred, me and Benji. The two other writers on the show. And now they're playing something where, oh, this is the greatest, Dave. Now they're playing something on Chili's Anonymous with it where Howard says that I'm not a writer. Okay. Howard says a lot of things on the air. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Okay?
They're saying, like, I remember it. Howard was brutal to you, so there was times when he was just being a shithead, and he knew he was, we all knew he was being a shithead. It wasn't like he was.
Yeah, like when he said, all I do is stutter. Really?
Right.
Then why did you have dinner with me all the time? Why am I sleeping at your house? Why am I invited to your parties? Oh, I know. Why? Because I made you laugh. I entertained. And this is the guy that was entertaining on the Stern Show. I'm the guy, the shit stirrer. And I'm the guy who took no shit.
Tell you what's funny about you. You stutter. When you go on TV and you try to be me, it's not funny.
All right.
It comes off obnoxious.
Okay.
It's a very fine line.
Deuce Payer, did you ever go head-to-head with Howard like I did? I don't think, though. Thank you, Crackhead Bob. You're welcome.
He got a dust up with Gary one time, but I don't think I ever remember him getting into it with Howard.
No, but I did.
I think he knows Howard would have been like, "Cool, man, get the fuck out of here." If he ever got into it.
I went head to head with Howard a bunch of times.
Oh, I remember.
There's one of me on YouTube where Howard called me a loser, and I went, "No, you're a fucking loser." But I didn't curse, but I said, "You're a loser," and I was freaking going back and forth with Howard. Yeah, I don't take shit. I went back and forth with Artie too. Yeah, that's me, dues payer. And I went back and forth with you, but you had zero. Did you see the dues payer on this show?
I did watch it.
Talk about a guy who was out of his league.
What I wanted, like when I was watching the show, I just was like, I would love to have been able to like have like be the moderator and just have like, you stop, okay, say what you got to say, okay, stop. You say what you got to say, okay, stop. Only because there was a lot of cross talk.
No, but the second time he came on, I gave him time, and this was his appearance. Hey, buddy, grab a beer, man. Hey, buddy, grab a beer. I don't want to drink a beer with you, dues payer.
Again, I think they come from the place where they're saying that they're just trying to be funny. And like, I've told you my opinion. Like there was a point in time maybe where I could have seen that, but I don't see that. And it's been a long time since I've seen it. Now it seems to be very, it's very personal. It's very shitty. It's not funny.
It's called bullying. When you have 10 guys, when you need 10 guys to go on a show to attack one guy, that's called bullying. And the only reason why you do that, dues payer, is because you can't do it alone. You're not funny on your own. So you got to have 9 other guys to be on with you, like Pocky and Bomb and Silent Mike and all these guys to go, hey, look at John, he's a dick. Oh, that takes a hell of a lot of creativity.
You do this at least once a week with me?
I don't like commitments.
I think alone, you guys would probably not, and I know there's not a piece to be had. I'm not even saying that. That's not at all what I'm saying. But I think alone, you guys would probably take about 5 to 10 minutes before you guys came to the place where you were like, you know what? This is just fucking
never.
I got you. Never a piece. I got you.
No. First of all, I don't find him to be at all likable. I don't think he's a likable guy. I think he's a smug guy. I think he has a very high self-opinion of himself.
So I try to have compassion since I once upon a time was that person, though perhaps for a slightly less enthusiastic way and probably a lot less time. And I was a lot younger. But, I try to disagree with Grace. And I know that is not everybody's cup of tea, but I think that's something that you need in somebody that is representing a really diverse group of people. And Maine is very diverse.
Try and disagree with what?
Disagree with Grace.
With Grace.
With kindness and politeness, even though
You disagree with kindness?
I try. I mean, that doesn't mean that I change my opinion or I'm a different person. It just means I use a little less stepped on Lego language a lot of the time.
But do you understand what you just said? You disagree with kindness.
I think you can kindly tell somebody that they're really effing wrong.
So in other words, you agree with being kind.
Right.
Yes. But you just said
I'm kind in my disagreement.
What?
I'm kind in my language choices when I disagree.
Now,
and you'll see that on Twitter. You'll see me interact with people that are very toxic to me, and I'm happy to have a conversation. I'm just not going to go down their rabbit hole.
Okay, I get it. Now, look, let me say thank you to Mark C from being rated Baja King for the $5. Okay, why don't you tell everybody? Which is not warranted because he really hasn't done shit. And I should have played you more of his clips where he's talking about how I'm going to write movies. I'm going to do my own thing. I feel I have a calling.
Like Jackie, I'm going to go punch up scripts.
Yeah, like delusional. Oh yeah, where's these TV shows that you've created? Dues payer? Where's your agent? Who's your manager? Do you have any? I don't think so. Got home from what was pretty much a debacle. Dennis Lewicki, Mexicali Maggie. Make a long story short, they booked me to do this show. I said, okay, but they have like 8 cameras. I said, I don't want any tape for a 10-minute set for the amount of money you're paying me. No. And then they told me they wouldn't. And then I get there and they said, sorry, we really have to. And then I said, well, sorry, I'm not going on stage. Mark OV, 193, Jill Carter. I've already been offered 10 grand for a special. I'm not going to do it for freaking $10. Please come down and see the great Stuttering John on stage. I was supposed to do last night on 420 at the Boca Black Box, but the weed company only wanted open micers, not a professional comic like myself. So that's why the owner, who I'm very tight with, was trying to get me on the bill, but they were like, we only want open micers, no pros. Like here's the thing, Ken, and Benny. I get all these trolls, right? And they're, we're gonna go there and heckle John. It's like, can't these people get lives? Like what? It's like so. Like, first of all, I don't give a shit about it. I mean, go ahead, go heckle me. I'll fucking handle you. But it's weird, man. It's weird. But I had a great time. I killed every show. I know the money was low on that offer that we got for that gig in.
Yeah, I'm
got
for
back
it.
to me.
I'm for it. I had to pass it along to my agent. He makes those decisions. I don't.
All right, because I'll even give you like a bigger split. I don't care. I just want to do.
Oh, I know.
I just want to do this so we could. No. I just want to do this because if we get that going and it starts doing well, then we could.
A snowball effect. I'm for it. Yeah, I agree.
Where's my car comedy tour?
There you go. Yeah, we'll get Bob Clarendon and we'll get
You have to clear up is because somebody played me today, Hal, on his show yesterday, and he said that I had never confirmed with him, and that's maybe he doesn't remember, and I'm just gonna show something just because I don't, it's not. I mean, I did confirm with him, and I don't know why, but he could have forgot. Hal's a busy guy, and I understand that, but I did. So because the club, I mean, look, the club said they'll never book me again. So I just wanted to, I don't know why this thing keeps doing that, but it does. But I don't know what the heck is going on here. It's giving out everything here. All of a sudden, I can't seem to get it. It's giving out all these numbers. Hold on. I'm going to get rid of this screen. Anyway, I don't want to show it. In fact, you know what? I got to end this. Mike, I'm going to send you a different link. I'll even answer this troll. Stuttering John, what happened to your gig with Hal? He bailed on me. It was an agent miscommunication. It had nothing to do with bailing. See, this is the poster for the gig, you see. Although it's not at the Hard Rock anymore because they couldn't get the permits. And it was kind of like a shakedown. So while I'm on the way to the airport, I get a text from the guy who's doing the show. John, they're not going to give me the permits for this show. I was like, oh, well, I'm on the flyaway bus on the way to the airport. I mean, so what do I do? He goes, well, if you want, you can come, and then we'll see. Hey everyone, this is Stuttering John, formerly of the Howard Stern Show and the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and I'm coming to the Ontario Improv tomorrow night. That's January 5th, Wednesday night, to headline the Improv. We'll all laugh, we'll hang out after the show. I'll sign autographs, take pictures, we'll drink some beer. Party on. It's going to be a party tomorrow night at the Ontario Improv. Yeah. Hey, folks, I'm backstage here at the Ontario Improv. We're about to start the show at 8 o'clock. So if you're in the area, come on by. It's going to be a hell of a show. We got Jimmy Shin as the host and a feature who I don't know how to pronounce his name, which is
Handjob Receiving.
Handjob Receiving. And then Jimmy Shin's taking a big shit right now in there. But we'll start around 8, so come on by. Stuttering John saying, yeah. For some reason, when I booked this date, albeit I was half in a bag, it was backgammon day, and I already killed it at this guy's birthday party, his 40th birthday party. So they invited me back to do a country club charity thing, paying me decent cash for what I thought was October 20th. So I booked my flight to come to New York, go to DC, then go back and fly back on the 19th. So I can do the appearance on the 20th, and I'm in Vegas from the 25th to the 31st at the Laugh Factory. I messed up. I'm sitting at my brother's watching football. It's my brother's mother-in-law's 99th birthday. We have a whole party there. And I get a text from the girl. First text since she booked me 3 months ago. We all set. I go, yeah, the 20th, right? She goes, no, the 15th. I go, no, I'm in New York. I messed up. I'm so sorry. Any upcoming comedy gigs? No, because you know why? My agent sucks. And I love him, Dante, but you haven't booked me shit. I mean, come on already. Where up? Got my gigs, you mother. Dante the comedian. Follow him on Twitter and go, why are you booking John gigs, you lazy bastard? But I got my plate full between the YouTube show, the beer on the balcony, the gig I got until June 14th, and trying to get a date in here and there. I'm a single successful guy. Scoot! No, because no, you're unrepresentable. You're not a good comic. You're certainly not an actor. You're not a good writer. What have you done that is worthy of anything besides goofing on me? Dave?
I told you I've been a fan of some of his stuff, but I don't. I told you in this situation, there's really no comparison as far as the
he's a loser.
I mean, yeah, I would and I know there's no peace, and I don't think there would be. And I don't want to make it seem like I was saying that at all. I don't think you guys need to be friends at all. I think at some point it may make sense to put all this shit behind everybody, but that's your business, and that's a down the road thing. That's
Never. Put it this way: Niedermeyer dead, Marmalade dead, Shuley dead, Bob dead, Silent Mike dead. They're all dead to me. They're all dead to me.
So the chances of that happening is 0.0 is what you're saying.
0.0.
Fair enough. 0.0.
John Blutowski. 0.0. I can't believe I threw up in front of Dean Wormer. They said, Flounder, you threw up on Dean Wormer. Benny Boy, thanks for the $5. I did make it, bro. I did a Beetlejuice also and posted them here. Doing John and Cardiff next.
Oh, that's very cool. I bet you the Beetlejuice is very cool. Dude's got some talent. That was cool.
Why? I don't get what he's doing.
Remember, he's the guy that did the little Eric the Midget clay thing, and he has it on his avatar. So I think he's making a little clay picture, a little clay version of you, clay version of Cardiff, I think he said, and a clay version of whoever else is a Beetlejuice.
Oh, please do, Benny Boy. Please do. I'd love to. I'll feature it. I didn't like those shirts. Thanks for the $5. The Deuce Play Acclaim, the I Am Dr. Emulac bit was a work by you.
That's funny. It's a coincidence.
Oh, that's funny, Dave?
No. I mean, just because we were talking about Dr. Remulac yesterday, that's all. I mean,
first of all,
the timing.
Dr. Remulac used to call in and would only talk to me because he had OCD. Now, Cardiff claims he was Dr. Remulac.
That's what I meant.
Maybe he was, but I think that Dr. Remulac told me his name was Dave at some point. But he would only talk to me, and then when I put him through to Howard, he would only talk to Howard through me. He had this weird OCD thing about it. So no.
I am Dr. Remulac.
Yeah, it was never a work, ever. It was never a work. American Cupcake, thanks for the $5. Spanish 101. Oh, here we go. See, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's anything that is a curse. I'm not,
It's not. It's what he's saying is it's the Great Return of Stutter and John. Like, I wouldn't bullshit you. That's not he's not saying.
Really? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Hablo español?
A little bit. I'm supposed to speak it more than I could. When I was a kid, my mom didn't want me speaking Spanish because she didn't want people being racist against me. So that was her mindset. But actually, when you said you were learning Spanish, I actually was like, man, that's something I've always thought about that, just something. But I can understand it. Like my grandparents spoke it whenever they didn't want you to know what they were talking about. So you had to kind of learn it.
I do 2 reviews a day and I do 2 lessons a day. So I could learn it from my daughter.
That's really cool, man. Like legit, for real.
Yeah, well, that's what dads do for their children.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's where you and I align 100% as far as just being a dad.
Look, this is the ultimate hypocrisy. Thank you. The Phantom Dennis. Thanks for the $2. Don't you realize how boring this is? If it's so boring, why are you still watching? You've been watching this whole 2 hours. If it's that boring, why do you want to put yourself through such pain? And why have you paid me $20 already for this pain that I'm causing you?
You might have something wrong with you, Phantom Dennis. It might be a massaging type one of those situations.
Yeah, what?
You want to get beat up?
You went to S&M now?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Jesus. John, please do that scrunchy face with your fingers. What, this one? Hold on. I forget how I did that. Jeez, I don't know. Oh, hold on.
Remember old school when somebody would slap you on the back and your face would stay like that? That was always the rumor. So someone slapped you on the back, it would stay.
Yeah, and if you masturbate, you break your mama's back. So whip it good.
Hey, I think you got Carl on here, John. I think who are these podcasts just chimed in. That's funny.
Is he?
I think so. If that's him, I mean,
which one?
He says, "Who are these podcasts?" He said, "John's right. We should leave," which is
Derek,
sounds like Carl's humor.
Huh?
I said it sounds like Carl's humor.
Hackrod, thanks for the $2. John, you get an invite to Ronnie Munn's wedding? No. American Cupcake, thanks for the $2. You didn't even try to read it. What the hell? Try to read what?
He wanted you to like sound out the Spanish.
Yeah, but because I'm afraid that it's not. Where do you see who are these podcasts?
He was actually right below this actual super chat. It was right there.
John's right. We should leave. Good, then get the fuck out of here, Carla. You think I fucking want you here? You saber-toothed prick.
You're gonna review the show anyway, Carl. Do you do it live now? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Why do they podcast? WDTP.
I can't get enough of that. I swear to you.
I hope Carl doesn't consider that an act of violence too.
No, he told me that he liked it, but you know him. He's such a fucking two-faced liar that that's what he told me until he goes on his show.
The idea of you like a little production like we talked about, a little this, little that. I think that's a way to go. So maybe
there'll be plenty of more of this.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, my nephew's a graphic artist, so there'll be plenty of it, and it'll keep on coming. So I just got to put the order in for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday show.
Right.
And then we'll have, Memory Lane Monday, and then maybe do a little montage of the OG of the Stern Show. Well, I have to agree with this one here. Carla isn't funny. He's not funny. I don't know why anybody would think he's fucking funny. What has Carl ever said that was funny? Dave?
I can't think of anything.
I mean, he's just not a funny guy. He thinks he is. He thinks he's Howard Stern.
You go on TV and you try to be me, it's not funny.
All right.
It comes off obnoxious.
Okay.
It's a very fine line.
Trying to be. And I know he takes exception to me saying that, but it's the truth. I mean, he really thinks he's like Howard Stern. Like in some delusional mind of his, he thinks he's like the podcast version of Howard Stern.
When you go on the air and you run around like Howard and you look like you're doing a bad Howard impression, you are not funny.
Okay.
Sean, I will do anything to get your video picture looking better. It is so simple. Can I please send you equipment? You deserve a better visual. I have a camera. I haven't hooked it up yet. I will. I'm just too fucking damn lazy. I just like because I can't figure. I'm so lame. I can't figure out the stand. And when I hook the camera up, it's all I have a glare coming in from the window over here.
Yeah, you got to do a whole thing once you do that. You know, you got to position it and do all the shit.
Yeah, but I will get it done. Yeah, you know, Dave. You know, I wish you were. Carter. I'd like to thank Gonzo Shitcock for coming on and talking about. I will be back with Beer on the Balcony tomorrow, so be sure and catch that at 2 o'clock PST. Thank you all for the generous super chats, and I'll see you. I'll see you mañana. This is Stuttering John saying, learn how to spell your. Okay, Michael, please learn how to spell your. Okay, now I'm going to help you here. If you're saying you are an expert at that, then it's YOU apostrophe RE, as in you are. You got it? Good. Live it. Love it. Learn it. Stuttering John saying, get